geçin ya. Geçin şuraya. Can you go there? Geçin oraya. Hadi geçin. Geçin şuraya. Fucking nigga plastic man.
Yeah, so after the incident took place, widely shared on social media, it says the woman was released with bail conditions, including not to enter the city of Birmingham, has apparently been barred from Birmingham. So I'm trying to find her social media. It's apparent that she posted something on her social media saying, she's not racist, she can't be racist, she dates black guys, and the rest of it. So yeah, the respect levels is atrocious. It's not really something I'm quite, surprised at, to be fair. I know quite a few people who have worked in the security scene and, they say it's something that they've experienced and it's not something that is uncommon, especially within certain areas. Some are claiming to be surprised that it's Birmingham. I guess we live in these times where most people, there is some kind of, not like coming together, but people sharing the same sort of spaces. So a lot of people feel as though, well, this has been conflated, or this isn't a right, this isn't the right attitude to have. We're seeing other Europeans and stuff saying, shame on her and stuff. So some are saying, well, she just got a little drunk and she got a little out of hand. One thing we've seen, I guess, in today's times, there's a bit more, I don't want to say being done about racism, but more finger pointing and stuff happening, and people standing up to share their outrage, even if it's just vocalization and stuff like that. So it says that she's also accused of abusing another man who stood near the entrance and damaging furniture inside the premises. So this is what people have been waiting for, to get back out in the pubs and clubs and act a fool. So Weatherspoon said the woman has been escorted from the pub and cracked a glass door by kicking it. They will be pursuing her for criminal damage and passing the CCTV and body cam over to the police. Yeah, so when this woman was identified by Instagram, the security guard says his name is Tristan Price, has been identified on Instagram, says, I haven't been doing security for years like some, but in the short time I've been doing it, I've seen and been through pretty much anything there is to see and go through while doing the job. So he says, this, however, is something I or anyone who looks like me shouldn't have to go through. There was a time I'd go through things like this and brush it under the carpet, but them times are over, share and find out who this is. So the woman has then gone to put out some form of public apology, which says, I have several black co-workers who I love dearly, and I have even dated black men. No surprise. She continued, she was drunk and out of her head and angry to be not allowed into the bar for not having her ID with her. Yeah, I was actually stopped from purchasing a pack of cigarettes the other day. I know that it's not a good thing. And by a Karen, and these things do happen, but you've got to be able to control yourself and act a bit more civilized. She said, I would like to publicly apologize for the situation that happened at the nightclub, and I would like everybody to know that I am in fact not racist at all. P.S. I have several black co-workers who I love dearly, and I have even dated black men. I was seriously drunk and out of my head that night and upset because I wanted to get into the lounge. When I had left my ID in the car, which was parked over a mile away, I was in my heels and I couldn't get my ID, and I clearly look over 18, but still was refused access to the bar, which is why I was angry. But I understand it doesn't justify my words and it may have offended some people, but I am not racist at all. And at the end of the day, we are all entitled to freedom of speech. we shouldn't be abused for it. Yes, my choice of words was wrong, but for me to get plastered all over the internet and so much abuse and even losing my job, do you guys think that has affected me? I understand what I did wrong and I will not be using that language in future, so I am asking for forgiveness because I'm honestly not a bad person, so I apologize to anyone I may have offended. So yeah, this was posted on the Instagram and I got to call BS on it, to be honest, because saying you have several black co-workers who you love dearly and have dated black men, it's another thing. It once again minimalizes I guess the value of black men to just workers and guys you can screw around with. Is that the only respect that people seem to have for so-called black men these days? You know, being drunk and out of your head, and a lot of the apology seems, you know, centered on their own thoughts and feelings. Now, you know, it's coming from her, so I guess that's justifiable. But in the context of, you know, it's sort of like, you know, get the violins out for her. She was parked half a mile away, over a mile. You know, she didn't have her heels. She couldn't get in with her ID. She clearly looks over 18, so it shows just the anger that was building up inside her from this pretty much selfish mentality and stuff. So, you know, yeah, she can't justify her words, but to use the notion of freedom of speech, we know that doesn't exist in the UK. Okay, it may exist for some, because I guess for years on end, people have been able to lambast people with their speech and other things of that nature and get away with it, especially some groups more than others. So maybe her entitlement comes from the notion and idea that she's entitled to having that sort of so-called freedom of speech, because we know freedom of speech don't exist. I couldn't go out in the streets right now and say certain things. You'd be arrested for it, or you'd be attacked or lambasted for your opinions and stuff. So we have to be careful with how we put up. Now, yes, even with ourselves, we do these things and we use these topics and conversations as axioms to build, and we still get trolled. We still get you know, people coming in that disagree and stuff like that. So the thing about freedom of speech is kind of a flawed concept, I think, and how people try and use it. You know, she's trying to use it in this context, saying now she ain't racist, but she's got freedom of speech. So in other words, she should have the right to say whatever she wants without any penalization or, you know, anything happening to her. So let us know you guys' thoughts in the comments and stuff. Do you think security guy handled it well? Do you think her being banned from Birmingham is the right thing? It says people of color should not be victims of such abuse when they're doing their job. I disdain the term people of color because, you know, that can be used. To me, that's a misnomer, you know. But yeah, it's caused a bit of a firestorm and stuff. Let us know you guys' thoughts in the comments. We'll try to keep you updated as the case unfolds, but as of right now, it says she has been released, and there's more to come. All right, peace. Peace, family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on doatbm.online.com. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.